So this is our first Kart Varsity, which we're all incredibly excited about. The format of this is going to be a 10-minute practice, a 15-minute quali and a 35-minute race. The points overall are going to be decided by overall ranking. So if you come first, you'll get, say, 20 points, and then working down the order, you'll get less and less points, and it's a summation of that at the end. So in the approach to a corner, let's draw a corner. You're going to want to try and make this as open as possible. So taking into that corner, you want to position yourself on the outside line, going into that corner, onto the brakes to slow down appropriately, and you're wanting to make it as shallow of an angle as you possibly can for the exit to try and maximise your exit speed. So you'll get penalties for a couple of different reasons. The main one is an advantage by contact. So to get an ABC, it is to gain an advantage through making contact with another person and effectively forcing your way through. You can either get that or track limits. Track limits we're not really going to see so much at team sport because obviously there's tyre barriers around, but that's the other one to be aware of. That'll usually take the form of either giving the position back to the person or you'll get a position penalty at the end. Within karting, most importantly is safety. So in a go-kart, you're not wearing a seatbelt, but you're travelling down a straight at 60 miles an hour. So the main thing is your safety kit. So you've got a race suit and race boots, race gloves and a helmet most importantly. So flag rules, especially at team sport, you've got your yellow flags to be aware of. These are a safety intervention more than anything. It's more so, a yellow flag means that you have to slow down. This is to allow for the time for the marshals to make the track safe again before we can go under racing conditions again. The green flag is what's used to signify that. A red flag means that there's been a much bigger incident. Everybody has to stop on track until that incident is cleared. If you get a black flag, effectively you've been naughty. You've done something wrong and the marshals want to have a word with you. You've got to pull back round into the pit lane and they're going to have a word with you and then they'll send you back out on track. The checkered flag at the end, everybody knows the checkered flag. That means the end of the race and at that point you'll do another lap and come back into the pits. The motorsports community is probably one of the kindest that I've come across. Everybody, it's almost like one big family. That's probably my sort of favourite thing about the sport. Everybody helps each other.